Hi, it's Alaska Granny. As preppers, we like to have a supply of food on hand in our prepper pantry, and one of the items that's good to stockpile is meat. I like to get canned corned beef. What is corned beef? It's actually brisket that's been prepared with salt and spices. It's already sort of ground up, and so it's easy to use in a lot of different kind of recipes. If you ever want to use the canned corned beef for sandwiches, put it in the refrigerator first and allow it to chill through, so then when you open it, it isn't as crumbly and it can come out, and then you can easily slice it to use it on a sandwich. Because this can is chilled, I can slice it, and that's one of the nice things about corned beef is you can use it as sliced meat or as crumbled up into your recipes. It all depends on how you want to serve it. What can you do with a can of corned beef? Well, you could slice it up and make a sandwich, or you could do what we do in the North Slope of Alaska, and we make corned beef spaghetti. With a can of corned beef, a jar of sauce, 8 ounces of pasta, you can make North Slope spaghetti. Heat the corned beef in the sauce, cook the noodles, serve it together, and there you go, North Slope Alaska style. You could also add corned beef into vegetable soup, whether it's canned vegetable soup that you bought at the store or that you make yourself from the foods you have on hand or in your garden. How about some Puerto Rican corned beef stew? Stir together a can of mixed vegetable medley, 2 tablespoons of sofrito, a few cloves of garlic, 8 ounces of tomato sauce, a teaspoon of oregano, a bay leaf, and your can of corned beef. Simmer it till it's all heated through and it's ready to serve. You can turn your can of corned beef into corned beef hash. Fry it up with some hominy and some diced potatoes. Whether it's your fresh potatoes or potatoes out of a can, you can have this meal ready to go. You could even top your corned beef hash with fried egg. You can make corned beef cabbage rolls. Slice up your corned beef, parboil a few cabbage leaves, and then put your corned beef on the cabbage leaf, roll it up, and then put it in a nice big skillet, cover it with some beef broth, put on a lid, and simmer it till it's warmed all the way through. Something I like to do with my Prepper Pantry foods is put them together into what I call shelf meals. I'll make multiples of each of the meals and then store them together. For example, if I wanted to make the North Slope spaghetti, I would put a can of corned beef, a jar of pasta sauce, and some pasta noodles. You can even store the pasta in a clean canning jar so that it's in an airtight container. Then I place all of it into a Ziploc bag and it goes on the shelf in the pantry. You can grab and make the meal. If you wanted it to be a bigger, better meal, you could add a can of green beans. If you wanted to make the corned beef soup, go ahead and put together the can of corned beef with the can of vegetable soup, and then each one you place it into a Ziploc bag. If you wanted to make it a bigger, better meal, you could add a package of quick biscuit mix, or perhaps you'd like to serve it with additional pasta. Maybe you're not familiar with the Sofrito. Sofrito is a tomato cooking base with green peppers, onions, cilantro, and garlic in olive oil. A few tablespoons of the Sofrito, and it's like a sauce, so you would just use a few tablespoons of the Sofrito. I store it like you would, say, ketchup in the refrigerator. So it's refrigerated, so I don't put it in the bag because you only need a few tablespoons. I get these little boxes at Dollar Tree, and then I put the spices into them. Then into the bag, I would put the can of corned beef, the can of mixed vegetables, the can of tomato sauce, and the little box of spices. Put that in a bag, but remember then you need to add the Sofrito when you put it together. So you might want to write that on a note, drop it in there, just stir in 2 tablespoons of Sofrito. Then if you wanted this to be a bigger, better meal, you could add a can of hominy, serve it over rice, and it can be very delicious. If you think you might like to try corned beef, buy a can, take it home and try it. If you like it, go back and get more. Don't stock up on something you don't know if you want to eat or if you will eat in the future. Store foods that you care to eat so that you'll have the things you really do need. If there's a way that you serve corned beef, share it in the comments below so we can learn ideas from each other. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might enjoy it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.